Big sweaters, cozy blankets, warm tea, a good book, and the soft tapping of water drops. Even the crisp morning air makes autumn the most relaxing season of the year. It's just too easy to oversleep, to keep your blanket wrapped around yourself like a warm hug. And still I always feel most productive, most content and put together in the early months of autumn. I was a giant victim for the back-to-school hype that follows September. The sizzling excitement of getting new textbooks and a whole new wardrobe before the school start. And this vague promise that this year everything could change. I'm not a student anymore, but the feeling stayed within me. And even though I don't think I'd want to go back in time, sometimes I miss school. Me and my friends meeting up daily, excited, being exposed to new knowledge and concepts every day, having breaks outside, laughing, learning, and doing everything else but learning. Sometimes I still wish for this freedom, or better, the freedom this time bared for others. While my teenage years were not quite that simple, I remember these times as good. Before the stress of school would overwhelm me and a pile of exams were crushing my perfectionistic expectation of myself. Back then I just wanted to move on. I just wanted to stand on my own 2 feet. I wanted to live on my own terms. Had big plans and hopes and dreams for the future. I wanted change, needed change, craved change. Maybe that's why I love autumn so much. This season of change. And as I'm now living on my own terms, I realize that not so many things have changed, but everything is different now. My plans, even though a nice guideline, were trashed the minute life did its magic. I thought the day I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will have my whole life under control. I would have lost the weight, changed my habits, done the work. But reality is way more complicated than that. Yes, I lost the weight and gained it back. I did the work and it led me nowhere. I changed my habit, and on the outside nothing changed. But in the inside it did. I'm 22 years old. I'm happy. I'm growing every day. I got to spend time with family and friends. I got to see incredible places. I have my own apartment, a loving partner, and my own 2 furry cat babies. So many things changed. I work less, but I rest more. I eat less, but I move more. I worry less, but I live more. Yes, maybe I'm not body goals. Maybe I'm not a boss babe, and maybe I will never be. But at least I'm me. At least I'm trying. At least I'm pushing forwards, never giving up. Yes, the life I want to live is not here yet, but life is also happening right now. And even though it will still take me a while to get where I want to be, I deserve to enjoy my life in the in-between. Because who knows what life brings my way next. I could lose my job tomorrow. I could win the lottery. I could have a breakthrough on YouTube. I could break a leg. I really don't know, and maybe it's better that I don't. I saw so many beautiful places, so many beautiful sunsets and sunrises. I met so many new people, learned so many new skills. Yes, maybe I'm not where I thought I would be, but I am where I'm supposed to be. I will not let society decide at what point my life or my body is acceptable enough to start living. At what point I will be able to stop apologizing and just do what I feel like. Laughing as loud as I can, singing with no restraint. Dancing wildly, loving furiously, making pictures and videos without disgust for all the areas my body is lacking, but with love, knowing that I will never be this youthful again. My life is happening right now, and I'm not going to miss it. I'm on my way. I'm working, I'm changing, I'm living. That must be enough. Because I only get a chance to live once, one lifetime. And on some days, this does not seem like enough. Like there are too many books to read, too many places to explore, too many people to inspire. And it might seem like a curse, this running clock, the uncertainty of how much time I get to enjoy all these things. How many times will I celebrate with my family? How many times will I laugh with my friends? How many days are still ahead of me? How much time do I have left to enjoy this life? I only have one life to give, so I want to make it count. I want to make a difference. I can no longer wait for later. I can no longer delay my life until I have it all together. If I never arrive there and just keep waiting, what a waste would that be? So yes, I create whenever I can. Take time for the things that are meaningful. I lose myself in work and take deep breaths to calm myself. I move and I bake and I eat and I love, and every day that I get to do this is a blessing. Every day is a blessing. And every day that I forget that this day is a gift is a day wasted. So I'm grateful. Grateful that I'm 23 years old now. Grateful that everything is changing and I'm still here to experience it. That I'm actively changing it myself, even if it is scary. I took a leap of faith. I reduced work hours to have more time to be, but also so I can make some changes to this, to my passion. I want to apologize for not posting shorts for months, for not posting a long format video since spring, even if it may seem like it. I did not forget you. I do not take you for granted. This is not what happened, but when I reach 1,000 subscribers, which is half the requirements that I need to be able to monetize my channel, which I hope one day could be my main source of income, I panicked. I simply panicked, because even if it seems extremely unlikely, from now on my life could change every day. It's more likely that it will take me at least another 6 months to get enough to watch time. But theoretically, if one of my videos were about to blow up, I could be monetized tomorrow. And this is scary, because I don't feel ready. And I'm scared, because if I get all this watch time, I will have to talk to my boss, to my colleagues, to my father, and tell them that I dream to be a full-time artist one day. And they will think that I'm insane and naive, when in reality I'm just hopeful. When in reality I just want to invite change into my life. Because I'm honest enough to say that a 40-hour work week is not what I want to do for the next 40 years. And even if it means I will have less, or I will be called crazy, or set myself up for failure, I want to take the risk. Now I want to take the risk. Even if it seemed overwhelming at first. After this little break, I see that I still want to take it. And so I want to thank you for being here, for not leaving me when I needed time, for staying and caring and going on this journey with me. You are the reason why I get to have this opportunity. Hopefully sometime soon. So I want to give something back to you and invite you that if you are unhappy with your life right now, that if you want to change something but are afraid of the consequences, if you're still waiting for something to change, for your life to start, I know you. I am you. So let me tell you, don't be afraid and stop waiting for the change. Be the change. It might not seem like much. It might seem like a steep climb. And what you can do today is insignificant in the big picture. But not if you can do it every day. You can't do everything at once, not everything at the same time. But you have all that it takes to change your life if you really want to. It's the question of, are you ready to live in the permanent discomfort of not living the life you want? Or are you too afraid to live in the temporary discomfort it would take to change and maintain it? And yes, we are talking about weeks and months full of discomfort until it becomes suddenly second nature. So I will give my best, even if it's only 10%. Cut myself some slack and try again tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with only giving 10%, because everything worth doing is worth doing poorly. And yes, a 30-minute run is more effective, but there's nothing wrong with a 30-minute walk anyway. Yes, croissants are not very nutritious, but it's also not the only thing I ate that day. And to play video games is not as bad as it seems, especially when you're already done with creating for today. Step by step, piece by piece, you can build a life you want for yourself. Every race is finished one step at a time. It might not be the fastest way, but it will get you there. I guarantee you, because I can't expect myself to change in one day. But one day is a good place to start. And suddenly, nothing is the same. But it is good. Hey, thank you for watching. If you want to support me and my art, hit subscribe so we see each other again next week. Bye!